Signs of trouble first appeared after a Dover High School student painted a mural showing the evolution of humans from ape-like ancestors.
It was a lovely piece of artwork, very well done artistically, and it did not offend me in any way.
But some in Dover were offended by the idea that humans and apes are related. And that mural was removed from the classroom and destroyed. As Bill Buckingham continued fighting the purchase of the biology book at school board meetings, the science teachers began to suspect that he had been involved.
This idea of man and monkey came into the conversation, and I immediately remember saying to him, does this have anything to do with that mural that disappeared?
And that's when he made the remark that he gleefully watched it burn.
Right. Sort of under his breath, but we heard what he said.
While the battle in federal court heated up, the atmosphere in Dover had gone from divisive to dangerous. Tammy Kitzmiller, the lead plaintiff in the case who had a daughter in 9th grade biology class at Dover High School, had been receiving hate mail since the start of the trial.
One letter was pretty disturbing. I think this was the one with the passage that the last sentence, especially, Madeline Murray was found murdered for taking prayer and Bible reading out of the schools, so watch out for a bullet. This was the letter that I made sure my lawyers got a copy of, and it was forwarded to the FBI.
Anywhere you turned, we were getting attacked. I mean, the people in the community were attacking us in the newspapers. People in our own profession were attacking us, saying, you know, what are you guys doing in Dover? Why are you letting this happen? People in the community were calling us atheists, which was a bit offensive to two of us in the department because two of us happened to be sons and daughters of ministers.
A school board election was only months away, and now 8 of the 9 seats would be up for grabs.
I couldn't work for a board that was going to mandate we teach religious ideas in the science classroom. I've got kids in the district, and that's not the kind of district I want my kids going to school in. So the choice was either move the whole family or try and fix the district that we live in. We chose to fix it.
But when he hit the campaign trail, Brian found himself again in the line of fire in the war on evolution.
The problems that I ran into in the campaign, being out door to door, where people just wouldn't listen to you and just automatically judged you in advance that you're this kind of person and we're good Christians, we'd never vote for you, and they slam the door in your face forgetting their windows are open and call you an effing a-hole or tell you you're just a damn atheist.
Every step I take in you. You walk my way, Jesus, every breath I take.
For the Reams, this was particularly hurtful. Both are active in their church and run a summer Bible school program.
We have a neighbor, actually, who was appointed to the school board and was in support of intelligent design, and he was out campaigning and saying very negative things about our family, how we're atheists, and if you vote for those atheists, well then God's not going to be happy with you.
We are members of the same body, serving the Lord.
4 days after the trial ended, Dover residents rendered their own verdict on intelligent design with a huge turnout for the school board election. By a narrow margin, the people of Dover cleaned house. All 8 of the 9 seats up for election went to anti-intelligent design candidates, including plaintiff and former Dover science teacher Brian Ream. Among the candidates who got the fewest votes was Alan Bonsell. With the judge still deliberating, Dover's local school board election was national news and even provoked the ire of televangelist Pat Robertson.
I'd like to say to the good citizens of Dover, if there is a disaster in your area, don't turn to God. You just rejected him from your city.
Not everyone was so pleased with the judge's decision.
To put it bluntly, I think he's a jackass. I think he went to clown college instead of law school, or else he went to law school and slept during the Constitution classes, because his decision doesn't jive with the law. I think he should be on a bench, but it ought to be in a center ring of Ringling Brothers Circus. It's disgusting.
Local newspaper reporter Lori Lebo sat through every day of testimony. and the conflict began to drive a wedge between Lori and her father.
He believed that God really should be in science class. He did not believe in science. And he was all worried about me, and because I believed in evolution. And he said, you know, well, do you really believe that we came from monkeys? I'm like, at that point I was pretty burnt out from the trial, and I didn't really have the patience that I probably should have had with him. And I just said, yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, I do believe in evolution, Dad. You know. And so we'd fight every morning. If you believe in heaven and hell and you believe you have to be saved, nothing else could possibly matter. Not the First Amendment, not science, not rational debate. All that matters is that you're going to be rejoined with the people you love most on this earth.